this orange 12 Plus is called Soul of the Volcano.
This was a very sequence-specific technical route that emphasizes controlled leaning. I would recommend a cross-arm start since the first move should end with the left hand. You'll want to establish the hand before you lean into it to avoid having to catch it. This was a small bump catch for me, but I do wonder in hindsight if an inside flag with the left foot would have allowed a static swap. For this move, roll as much weight onto the right foot to help curve up into the right. Here, I recommend maintaining an aggressive left lean so that you can arch up off the left foot's angled push. Be sure about your foot placement here before you transition. This crimp is pretty difficult to establish due to the angle. You can either approach it with a very controlled left lean, or you can try toe hooking the previous big hand hold. After establishing one hand on these large hand holds, you can use the heel hook to stabilize. This is also probably the closest thing to a rest spot on this route, and conveniently, it's right before a series of challenging moves. Just remember to hang with straight arms. This next sequence can be done a number of ways, but I opted to start with a high foot to pull myself laterally to the undercling. I then drop my left foot down into the previous heel hook position in order to flag right so that I can bump catch the left side's undercling. Pulling in with the left flag allowed me to bump to the next undercling. My high left foot is essentially clawing at the crimp to help keep my body close to the wall for this catch. This next sequence requires left leaning to set up for a heel hook, but the transition takes a lot of control and finger strength. Start the heel hook off on the side and twist inward as you pull up, using the above crimps for assistance. When you get to the highest one, start leaning right to transition the hanging weight accordingly. At this point, I'm exhausted, so hanging from this crimp match to get the foot swap was miserable, even though it was only for a brief moment.